We're going to be looking at a histogram. Now, first thing we have to do, this is a test question, so there's a table right here that has all the different intervals. And above, they have all the values they want us to put in those intervals. So we're going to go through and put tally marks for each measurement. So first starting 40 to 44, we got a 41, 43, 44, another 44. So that's 4 for the top column. Now 45 to 49, we got 49, 46, 47, there's 3, 48, 49, there's 2 more, so that would be 5. Now 50 to 54, we got 1, 2 in the top row, 3, the middle row, and then 4, and then 1 more in the bottom row, so there's 4. Now going to 55 to 59, we got 1, 2, the top row, 1, 2, 3 on the second row, and then 1, 2, 3 on the bottom row. So that's going to be 8 for that section. Now the last two, 60 to 64, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5. And then the last column, 65, 69, we only have 1, 2. So always take a look at your list. Make sure everything's crossed out. Just put a line through it. That way you don't duplicate or, forget something. Now the next part we have to do, we have to go ahead and make our graph below. Now because our first interval only starts at 40 to 44, we gotta skip a space. And we could put a break in if you choose, or you can just leave a space blank. But I'm just gonna skip one and put that break in. Now each of the intervals should be the same size, so if I want my first interval to be 40 to 44, I gotta put that in. Put this down a little more, set a little more space. Okay. I'm gonna do every 3. So we got 45 to 49, 50 to 54, 55 to 59, 60 to 64, and then 65 to 69. Now, because our highest value is only 8, we're just gonna go up by ones. Now, I got enough spaces. I think I'm gonna do every other mark. I'll make every other mark a value of 1. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll put 9 in too, even though we're not going to 9. Now I'm going to take a look at each bar. So the first one is a 4. So my first bar is going to be up to 4. Now second bar is a 5, so that's going to be a little higher. Third bar we got another 4. Now they don't have to be perfect, but you want to try to make them as straight as you can. And we got 8. Try to stay in your lines if you can. And we got 7. And then the last one, this lower one, to 2. Now I'm going to put some lines in every other one, just to kind of give them some distinguishing factors between one to the next. So you can clearly see where one bar is and where the next bar is. Now, you thought we were done, we're not. We've got to make sure we do some titles. So, in this case, this is temperatures. So, now I'm going to go back up to my question, read my question over again real quick. It says temperatures in April at Stormville, New York. So we'll call it temperatures in Stormville. Remember, the more descriptive the title, the better. Over on this side, we got our frequency. And down the bottom, we got our intervals. So please make sure you label them. If you don't, you lose a point. Okay? And make sure you make your intervals all the same width and count up equally on the frequency as well. Okay? Hope this helps.